Hello friends, welcome back to this video session on Java Programming Fundamentals. We are discussing classes and objects. In this video, we'll understand how the object is created and how the memory diagram looks like for object creation. So let us begin with object creation. So in the last video, we have understood how to create an object. In Java, the object is created using new keyword. You can see here in this example. So student obj1 is just a reference variable which hold the reference of that object, and obj1 is equal to new student. Is at this second statement the actual object is created, and this object is created onto heap memory. These two statements can be combined together into one statement by using student obj2 is equal to new student Jack. Now in the last video we created this doctor class. So this is the doctor class, has these many properties. So let us understand how the memory diagram looks like for this doctor class. And here I'm creating the object in this main method. So if you see this tester class, it has a main method. Okay. So the static methods are stored into method area and objects are stored onto heap. So for this, let me just draw the So let us divide this space into two. That is, the first one is heap memory and second is stack. So if you see in this example, this variable, this args and then doctor, these are local variables because they are declared within this main method. So args and doctor, these two are the variables, local variables will be stored onto the stack. So so now we have a args which is pointing to an array, object which is internally created by JVM, okay, to store all the um, uh, command line arguments. An array object is created. So this is an array object created for storing command line arguments, correct? That array in Java is also an object, so that object is also created onto heap memory. And the address of this, let's say for example, this array has address as 550,000. That 50,000 will be stored into this args. Just a moment. So 50,000 will be stored into this args, which is a reference variable and it's a local variable, so it is kept onto the stack. Now coming back to this statement, so doctor is equal to new doctor. So here again I'm going to create one more reference variable. Again it is local because it is declared inside a method, and the name of that local variable is doctor, and now it is pointing to an object. It is pointing to the doctor object. So now an object is created onto heap. An object is created onto heap, and now this is the object of doctor class. Let's suppose this object is created at 7,000 memory address or 70,000 memory address, and that 70,000 address will be stored into the doctor reference variable, that is a local, which is 70,000. But what is there in that object? What is stored into that object? Let us understand. So now let us go to the doctor class and see what is there inside it. So now this doctor class has 4 field variables and save doctor and print details. So let us set an object. Now that object has so here is a method, save doctor method. So it will have a reference to that save doctor method. The compiled code is kept into method area, so it will have the reference there. And then there is a one more method, that is print details. So these are the two methods as the reference to in that object. And now this has four fields. So the first field is first name, which is of type string. So what is the value stored in that is initially when the object is created, the value is null. The value of that first name is null because it is a reference variable. Last name is equal to null. Then we also have date of birth, that is DOB, again because it is a string, it is null. And then we have double, and here double value has 0.0 as default value. If it is integer, it is 0. If it is reference variable, it is null. If it is double, 0.0. Float also has 0.0. /0 for character. Now, so at this statement, my memory diagram looks like this. Okay. Now, when I execute this statement, when I'm executing this statement, save doctor, I'm calling that method is actually changing my properties. So here you can see the properties are changing in this method. So after so before calling save doctor method, okay, so it has all the null values, and once you call the method, the details would be, so let me just, so there that object, that first name will have, first name will get the value, but what is that value is the reference of the object, the string object which is created somewhere on heap. So the reference, so for strings, a special area is allocated onto heap called as string pool, string literal pool. So we'll be talking more on that later on, but just understand the special area for all the string literals, that is string pool. So whatever strings we create without new keyword, whatever strings we create, for example, we can also create a string like this. Just put that into one string. I can write string name is equal to Amit Kumar. So this is a string literal. So I'm not using a new keyword here, but JVM mentally makes use of new keyword in order to create this new string. But the thing here is this object is stored on the reference of that Amit Kumar will be stored in the string pool. So what we have given is the name. So we have declared in this, we have given Amit and Kumar. So there are two strings. These two strings are stored on string pool with some address. So let's say the first string is kept at 1000 memory address, and 10,000, and 20,000 is stored Kumar. And we also have one string literal in this example, that is this date. As of now we are taking that date as string, later on we'll change it to date, and that's, let's say, that is stored onto this. So these are the three string objects we have. So these three string objects which are literals will be stored into this string pool. Now what will happen is this first name will get this value, this last name will get 20,000 value after calling the save doctor method, and then 3,000 will be stored into this. So after calling that save doctor method, what we'll have is this first name has 10,000, last name has 20,000, date of birth has 30,000. Again, these are pointing to that the actual objects which are stored on the string pools. So this is how the objects gets created onto heap, and the references are stored either into a field variable or into a local variable. So that is all we have in this video. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.